So I went to the grocery store pretty late tonight, and I just got a few things. Unfortunately, I ended up leaving one of my bags of groceries there and didn't notice till I got home. Well, I decided to go back out to see if the person working there in the self-checkout would remember me and if I could get those groceries I left there. Anyway, whenever I got to the grocery store, I saw a kid, and I say kid, he was probably over 18. His particular age doesn't matter, but anyway, he was a young man, and he was leaving the store, and it was clear that he was stealing. And I know this because he was being confronted by a woman working there. And he was pretty upset. She was pretty upset too. One of the things he was taking was like a plastic water bottle, like one that was refillable. And whenever I walked in, she was trying to yank it out of his hand, and he wouldn't give it to her. And she was like, said something to the effect of like, "Give me that." And then he was like, "Well, if you want to get this from me, then you'll have to get it from me." And he held the water bottle high above his head, and he was much taller than her. And she was like, "I'm not going to do that." She had pulled out a phone, and, I assume he thought she was going to call the police, which maybe she was. I'm not sure. Anyway, he was like, said something else like, "Why don't you go ahead and call the police?" And he threatened to drop like a glass Starbucks coffee on the ground. And anyway, he was pretty angry, and he said something else to the effect of like, "I'm not afraid of the police," and picked up some receipts before he left, threw them on the ground. And I was pretty shaken up by this at the time. And there's a reason I'm telling you guys this, beyond just, it was a shocking thing to see. Anyway, I came home. Well, after it happened, I ended up getting my groceries, which weren't there anymore. I'm not sure what happened to them. And I told the woman before I left that I was sorry, and she was like, "This happens all the time." And anyway, so, I got home, and I sent a voice recording about this to my friend Natasha, and I told her how I felt. And another thing is, like, in the past, I used to have this, all of us are changed throughout our lives, and all of us grow. There was a period of my life, I'm not sure if I was like this my entire life, but for part of my life, I was really against people being bullied and abused, and I still am, although I'm learning the way to handle it is a lot different than what I used to think I would have to do then. Anyway, back then, and this wasn't even that long ago, I would have thought that I needed to stand up to this kid and be like, "No, you won't still. You need to give this woman back her stuff," and just like refuse, even if it like, I was like refusing to be fearful and like all this stuff. And that's what I told Natasha, or that's what I was trying to tell her anyhow. And I asked her what to do, and what she said really touched me, and I'm gonna hopefully this app won't quit recording when I exit out of it, because I'm going to see the screenshot of this so I don't miss anything, okay? So I sent this as a text, and I said, and this is what she said, okay? Because I sent her a voice recording about what had happened. And she told me, "Next time you see the kid, ask him, is there anything you can do for him?" Then she said, "You don't know the pain he's going through." And I said, "Wow, thank you for saying that. That helps a lot." And she said, "The humiliation of having to steal. He's low in life, and he needs love, not hate." Okay, and I wanted to share that with you guys because, first of all, what she said, I'm sure you could tell, this isn't about her, although it is, and I love her, and she's a wonderful friend. She is showing the love and the compassion and the mercy and the forgiveness of Jesus Christ. And, that's why I believe I was so shaken up by that event, is because I knew that kid needed that. I didn't know how to, process that at the time. And this is just and I share this with you guys because this was a growing experience that I realized I just grew from hearing that and seeing that. And ideally, whenever the moment has passed or when this happens to someone else, at times I'll realize how we should treat people, which we should show the love of Christ. But it goes to show that without preparation, it can be something that you have to learn to do when it's happening to you or when you witness it. And yes, I just hope that this teaches someone or encourages someone, or maybe if you see something like this happen out in the world, that you can treat the person that's acting like that, remotely like that, like angry or violent or stealing or any of those ways. You can treat them the way that Natasha told me that I could treat that kid, and I should have treated that kid. And if I get the opportunity again, I will. Yes. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and post this tonight, and I hope this reaches someone. Sorry, my light just fell. Anyway, I love you guys. I hope you're having a great night and a great week so far, and I will talk to you all soon. God bless you. Good night.